Hey everybody, what's up? We're here with some Watcher Realms today, and we have a special guest. Fastidious is joining us today. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm pretty excited for the video we're about to make.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. It's cool to have you on the channel. We were chatting a bit, and I was griping to him about my struggles with GR3-18, and he was like, "You know what? Let's get it taken care of today." So he's in my account, and he's going to see if he can't do what I've been unable to do, and get through GR3-18, because I feel like I'm not even close. I haven't even gotten close, which is weird because I breezed through GR2-18 and 118. So I think I should be able to do 3, but I don't have the answer. So I'm excited to see what you do with it.
So the good news, so this is gonna be pretty fun, I think, because I'm going in blind. I actually, right now, I'm seeing your hero showcase. So these are the only heroes I know that you have, these 6. Blind takeovers are something I rarely do. Very, very fun. A cool opportunity too, because I'm excited to, hopefully this is a rip-roaring success and I can point people to this video, because people have been asking me to put out new 318 content. But I think an A1 Silas with a Virna passive skill bond is not going to be the free-to-play, accessible, low-spender, accessible content a lot of people are looking for. So I'm excited to explore your I mean, you're at exactly. This is the first time I've ever been in your account. So let me just check. Let's check what day you're Oh my god, dude.
Dude, they want me to give them money.
So day 50, honestly, you're at exactly the point where I'd say, on a good account, which I assume you have, this is when people start getting it. So I'm cross my fingers. Let's see what kind of heroes you got. Actually, you know what? I'll show people. Pretty excited to do this. Do a live takeover kind of like this, or a live filming of a takeover. This is how I always do it when I go into people's accounts. So I'll just pull up the gear aid. I'll show you right now, buddy. And I take everyone out. I don't even look yet. And then I build from how I would do it, So
this will be very interesting for me to watch.
I sure hope it'll be interesting for everybody. So the one thing, I just saw you have Lunaria. Great start. We're definitely going to be able to do this, assuming your gear is an absolute dog poop. Here's hoping. But what I will say is I like to build like top down. So DPS, like whoever I think is the most important there. So Gear 3, where people can get caught up, and sometimes people might think that they can do it because they beat 1 and 2, but they can't, is Gear 3 is probably the most like hero specific, right? You need marksman. Looks like you've got them though. So let's go by marksman. Let's just go straight to our piercers. Oh my God, you're juiced to the gills. I love it. You got my girls. So yeah, when you have a piercer lord, you know what we can do? I'm not going to call my shot here, but hopefully we just get it done. But if we get it done real quick, maybe we can try it without Lunaria too. Because I know some people will be like, I can't do it without a Piercer Lord. And boy, is it easier to do it with a Piercer Lord, but you don't need one, right? So Lunaria, great. I guess, are you familiar with Lunaria? You must be, right?
Moderately. Yeah.
So I'll just say, in case anyone doesn't know, it's the most simple Lord skill in the game. Maybe her and Raiden. But for her, it's just one more line, right? Just one that little bit further. And that does make the difference a lot of times, especially when you're at 19, 20, and 21. So we definitely want to bring her. Then Idril is she's going to be as good as it gets. I'm assuming you were using her as well. I mean, you got her 6-star here. I will say A1, she's insanely good. A5, she's broken. She has got a pretty good drop rate. Oh, hold on one sec. Sorry, buddy.
It's all good.
She's got a pretty good drop rate, but, she could be, if you have her A3 or A4 and you've got the soul stones, she could totally be worth it. I don't know if you're familiar with her A5, but it is maybe one of the strongest in the entire game. Once you get her A5 during the effect of her limitless shots, that's her ultimate.
Yeah.
Every kill is going to increase its duration by 3 seconds. So I beat 321 a couple weeks ago. Impossible on my account, literally impossible. I'll tell you that right now, without her and without her A5. Wow. Maybe I could have done it with her at like A1 or A3 if I had, totally end game gear. But if I had totally end game gear, then I probably was already doing 3, so it's like this kind of snaking its own tail kind of thing. But definitely want to bring her. She's going to make, ease up our load a ton. We have the 2 big botches of mobs that starts at 16, stage 16 of Gear 3. So definitely we will want to bring 2 kind of long range AoE DPS. You don't need it, but you've got it. So let's do it. Nyx is my fave. And then Rozok's okay. I do want to check what your maul looks like. And you have an A0 maul. So we'll try Razak, especially since he's a piercer. But if you had like A3 or definitely A5 Maul, I would take him instead. Actually, you got something weird going on here, dude.
Wait a minute. Oh no, did I screw up?
I think you awakened the wrong Maul.
Oh no.
Ooh, a little bit of an account race.
Yeah, that hurts. Because I was thinking when you said I didn't have him awakened, I was like, pretty sure I awakened them all.
You were just the wrong Maul.
Gummit, dude.
Do you want to know what I did?
I must have had them all locked. I think I had them all locked and I must have just hit the wrong ones.
Do you know what I did that is worse than this? I fed my fully awakened, mostly skilled up level 60 Nyx into my dupe Nyx.
Oh no.
So it'd be like if you awakened this Maul with that Maul.
Yeah.
You know? So it could be worse. I like
to,
in my lore, in the lore of my channel, I like to call that the Nyx up. We're here for the puns,
wow,
baby.
Dude. That's so good. I guess if it had to happen, it's good it happened with Nyx because you got a real good joke out of it.
The pun was out of control. And then I will say Brienne. So if anyone wants to go back to my older video, Brienne is how I did this. Brienne's burst, especially if you have her A1, her burst on her ultimate is crazy. So she'll be getting some of our best gear. And I'll just tell you right now, this is a kind of a god squad. You know, like could we have more legendaries? Sure, but we have everything we need right here. So now we can already start building to the bonuses. So that's going to be our Dolores. That is going to be our Autumn. And then we're going to need some form of healing. We don't need much, but I mean, you've got some great healers here. So I think we might as well take Vortex and we might as well take Hollow, right? Hollow is going to have that great rage boost. Finally, what I would say, and this is like, you don't need it. It's a luxury, but we can afford this luxury. And I'm the biggest Dallin stan in the world. Ooh, is your Dallin skilled up at all?
I just got her recently and haven't gotten.
Yeah,
feel free to do whatever you want to do in the account.
Word. I mean, how about we just, so this is this, where is it? Rebel. Oh, it's the locked one. So let's promote her. So Rebel, if people don't know, that's what makes Down so special. So especially for longer form battles like this, where you don't need a big burst of cost like instantaneously, when that's the case, Narvi is going to be the best choice, the rare hero. But in any longer form battle, her cost generation is insane. And especially if you can get Rebel, get a couple skill ups in here, or ideally, eventually, and I do suggest this for you, buddy, you want to max this out. It's not like a top priority, but when you reach that point, it's like the ultimate luxury.
Okay. If you want to go ahead and dump the skill ups into her, go for it.
We can do the skill dust. Maybe we'll get lucky, or at least get 1 or 2 rolls. If we even get 2 rolls here, then it should be better than Narvi, because you can see it's 30 seconds. If you get it all the way, it goes to 15 cost in 25 seconds, which is ridiculous. But even if we could get it to like 13 costs in 27 seconds, that'd still be pretty darn strong. Okay. We'll see. I might
have a lot of crystals. I'm not sure how many crystals
we can see. Looks like we hit it though. Boom. Lovely. So if we just hit it one more time, we hit it again. Let's go. Streamer luck. Let's go again. We hit it again.
Wow, dude.
Already it's worth it. I mean, we still have the dust. Let's go. No way.
Wow.
I think you just got a YouTube short on your hands, buddy. Oh my God.
That's so rare. That's so good.
If people thought streamer luck was strong, when you multiply it by 2, double it up.
Unbeatable, dude.
So yeah, you never have to skill her up again. Honestly, the other skills don't matter. She's only a cost generator, so that's efficient. And look at that. You only get 4 before you get to crystals. And we didn't even have to do it. We did it in all 4. That's crazy. Yeah, so for Dallin, we can already build her since we're here. It's super easy. Just go for a rapidity set because we're just putting her down. So might as well put her down as cheaply as possible. I will say it looks like you only have 1 bangle. You can buy these for like super cheap, even if they're like rare or epic from the market. Your account's probably too advanced to get rare, but just buy an epic one for a couple thousand gold. And then I think having at least 2 sets, ideally 3, is really nice. Especially for like Gear Raid 2, when there's someone like a Decimus or a Narvi or a Down that literally just gets plopped down, you might as well save a cost. It could be the difference. I don't know how far you are into Gear Raid 2, but like when you're at 20, 21, especially 21, you start with less initial cost. It could be the difference. So just a side tip for you and anyone else. So she's done already. And then, yeah, so this is our God Squad. I really like it. I'm going to be really shocked if we can't beat this pretty quick.
I'm interested to watch it because the top row is pretty close to what I was doing for a while. I did eventually drop Brienne and was trying some different things instead of her, but that top squad is kind of the main one I was running with. I was doing some slightly different stuff on the bottom. Autumn and Dallin using. So I'm interested to see how they get used.
Yeah, for sure. This isn't like the only way to do it. Like some other things, just peeking at your account. Let me take this off. Yeah, I know I saw Comet. He could be really, really nice. Virna can be. I actually did Comet on my first initial clear. I had just pulled him, so I wanted to show him off. Virna can be really good at clutches, popper ult right before people might squeak through and go through the portal.
That's what I was doing with her, yeah.
Yeah, but this is kind of what I'd call like a traditional team. Another thing we could do later, maybe we decide we don't need Autumn. We could easily bring in Laurel. We'll see what your kind of ult generation's like. Laurel's really good when you got her A5. Actually your Laurel's not built. You need a promotion 5. So just so you know, Laurel's for me like super S tier epic. And it's all about, can I hold her down? Yeah. If you get her promo level 5, so you need to get her to 5-star, and then promo level 5, you will unlock her talent. So increase rage regen attack by 1, whatever. But upon death, and this also counts for just recalling her from the battlefield, all allies in like an adjacent square, so the 8 squares around her, if you imagine, like a 3x3 square with her in the middle, all of them will get half their rage bar boosted. So it's like an immediate like rage injection. She's called the Rage Mage in my book. She's pretty
nice,
pretty crazy. So I mean, this is nice though. People get to see it without Laurel, because kind of a hack. So yeah, there we go. So let's just build down. The only thing that could potentially be wrong with this team is if we don't have enough damage going straight onto the boss. So we'll have to see that. And because of that, I'll just tell you right now, Nyx will go on one side, Razak on the other, Brienne and Idril will be in the middle. So we should build them up first. Idril's more important since she'll be covering more of the map. So we'll just build her up straight. She'll be the one in Dolores range. So she doesn't need like tons of attack, but she still needs some. What I will do first though is I'll try to get 1 crit damage piece on her main stat. So we can go like this and just see what you're working with. So we want a piece ideally. I mean, ideal would be crit damage main with attack bonus, crit rate, and attack speed. But I'd say crit rate and attack are going to be the more important ones. So let's see what we can find. This one's okay. It's usable. This one we can roll to 8 and see if we get lucky. Like if we get a big roll, that's not a big roll.
That's my experience with most of my gear.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, by the way, but if the first roll is solid, that's like foretells it's very likely the rest of the piece will be good. It's definitely something in the code that the first one's an indicator. It's not foolproof, but especially if you hit 3 bars, if you hit purple on the first one, and then especially if you hit purple on the second and it's decent, or even like 2 bars over, it really means it's probably going to roll really good. The pieces themselves seem to be like pre-programmed, and having rolled like literally tens of thousands of pieces probably between my account and others. All right, so we're kind of SOL here. We can throw this piece on. We probably will end up going triple attack bonus. This is where Autumn can come in potentially if we can line it up right. We might have to bring some more damage straight on the boss though. So we'll go with attack and then crit. Looks like our big limiting thing is going to be your gear. I mean, this piece is cracked though. Oh, this is your starter piece that you get. This piece is so good though. Wow. Let's see over here. This piece is really, really good too. Okay, so this build actually can work. You can see pretty respectable crit. Let's go like this and see what we can't do. Yeah, let's go like that. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to tear up all your heroes, by the way.
Go for it. Yeah, do your thing.
So attack speed's already respectable enough for this level of content, so we don't really need a hunt for it. And yeah, we're going to snag this from Virna. So all in all, pretty nice build. If I do say so myself, so 11k, getting close to the crit cap. I do wish he was at like 300 attack speed, but for like 18s, this build wouldn't work. Maybe it could work on 19, but certainly wouldn't work higher. But this should be very sufficient for 18. You can see crit damage is kind of respectable. So ideally here, we're looking for an Idril's Gaze. You nailed it. Her artifact belongs on her. That's perfect. Does look like you've neglected your AMR a bit. Are you not farming 18 yet?
I am farming 18, and when I first got it, I hit it pretty hard, but I haven't hit it in a while. I've been so focused on these gear raids that
I feel you. I will say, especially like I hope we get it done right now. I hope I'm going to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. But I will say with if you do hit a wall, sometimes it's like, hey man, maybe it could be a couple mythic artifacts that make the difference. Like for example, with if your Nyx or Razak didn't have enough damage, but you got a sharpshooter's arrow, I'll show you that one right now. That's insanely strong for an AoE marksman, right? When there are no enemies within one tile, 20% damage increase for AoE. So it's just like a 1.2x multiplier. It's super duper strong. So that's always just like a general tip. If you hit a wall, it could be like, have I checked my artifacts recently? Because people get bogged down in gear, I feel like, and then they sleep on AMR. You will reach.
I'm probably guilty of that. I've been thinking it's mostly gear and not so much artifacts, but
yeah, they make a big difference. I mean, Idril's Gaze is basically a mythic artifact in terms of how powerful the skill is, so it's kind of fine. But it's all good. This build's good, so hopefully we can keep building that strong. I think we're probably gonna have to go Brienne here. Let me check her skill ups. Yeah, you maxed her. Awesome. I think it's gonna have to be Brienne. So if we could, I don't think we'll be able to build a set. If we could, I'll say Brienne's an amazing candidate for Wisdom, because she's got like a really nice burst ult. So this guarantees you get like the increased damage on the ult, the Wisdom set. We're not gonna be able to build it, but I'll just show you. Where is she? This is after triggering the ult, you get a 35% damage increase for 10 seconds. So for the whole ult, the whole burst, you're getting it.
Okay.
You're just guaranteed it with her, and then you start charging up right away. Really nice for Brienne. We're gonna just have to build her though from scratch, and we're just gonna hunt attack in a big way. She won't be in Dolores range, and she's just an epic, right? So we just got to do what we can do. I will just hunt attack speed where I think we can get it. We can snag this other Doom piece. This piece is awesome, honestly, not like end game piece, but like a solid mid to late game piece right here. So we'll definitely max this. So we're going to finally dip into that gold we were saving up. Let's see. This roll doesn't matter at all, to be honest. We only care about getting that. I mean, the difference between whatever it is, 34% and 60%. I mean, I guess I
hadn't even clocked that. I guess that is a huge deal, huh?
Yeah. Like, I guess literally the difference is 26%, but I mean, it's just in terms of the potency. I don't know how much you know this, but so much of this game is clearing like defense thresholds. So the way the damage calculation works, it's a complicated calculation. We don't know all of it, but for sure it's been basically confirmed by Mob Bucket that it's attack minus defense is the first thing. So if your attack isn't higher than defense, you're going to basically do like doo-doo damage.
Interesting.
So that's why someone like Constance or Dolores is so cracked, because they make it way easier to guarantee you're clearing those defense walls, and then you can start investing in crit and crit damage and stuff like that, you know?
Okay. Is that why people say don't start worrying about crit till you hit 7,000 attack and things like that?
I've never heard 7,000, but I do tell people just go triple attack bonus until you're clearing like mid late game content. Because there's just no way, if you're not doing that, unless you've had the craziest substat rolls ever, you could be hitting the thresholds, you know? Okay. So let's see what we got here. We might have to, so what I like to do now is so attack speed's my preference here. Now we gave up, we go for crit damage, we don't have it. Basically, I'm just looking for any mythic, like this is awesome. Any mythic that has attack bonus with a decent crit roll. For me, decent crit roll is like at least 13%, but like, 15 or higher, ideally 20 or higher, but beggars can't be choosers. We do have this piece, so we can roll this up. The other subs are kind of not great, but I would advise people like with accounts similar to yours. I mean, these rolls aren't good, but don't be afraid to roll a piece like this, even to 16 it, because it might feel like gold is tight right now, but it won't feel like that. Once you farm aggressively in like 19 plus and you're always refining your gear and selling, literally, I probably sell 99 out of 100 pieces at this point. So gold won't be an issue anymore. The gear grind in this game is a whole nother level from other games. This piece is awesome though, especially with the rage regen, so we'll max that. Ooh, that's a juiced up roll. My God. We love to see that. All right, let's go back here again. I will say, is her attack speed? Her attack speed's a little bit lower than I'd like, so let's see how greedy we can get. Honestly, these rolls are bad, but this piece is kind of awesome. This one is not bad at all either, but the crit rate's so low. We'll probably put that on Razak or Nyx. But yeah, we can take this, and now we can lean like super heavy into attack. And we can see, this piece is legit.
I'm pretty happy with that one, yeah.
Yeah, this piece is legit. So you can see 85% crit. I'm pretty happy with it. The attack, I just wanted to get over 10k, so getting to 11 is pretty fun. And then just even a touch of crit damage. The rage regen's really nice, and the attack speed turned out really good. And you definitely want attack speed on Brienne. She's got that low 2-second interval, so getting it down to 1.2, freaking awesome. What else can we do? Hasn't received any damage. That will actually work really well, especially if we kill the boss kind of fast, which I doubt we'll do, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, you don't have the best marksman artifacts, but I'm assuming you have a couple. Yeah, you've got a couple ancestral teachings. We can throw those on our legendaries. I do think Pin and Precision, this used to be called Watchguards something, or the fact that they just changed the names is the bane of my existence.
It's such a strange decision.
Why
this
do you
far
think
into the game.
Why? Do you think it was copyrighted or something and they stole the names?
Maybe.
Like, weirdos like me have spent a dozen hours of our lives talking about these artifacts and using these names. You know, if you talk about any time I've thought about artifacts in the past few months, it's every day, and now it's all gone. You know,
they changed the champion's name too, didn't they? Not
Idril. She used to be Tariel, and they stole it from the Silmarillion. They stole it from Tolkien, apparently. But yeah, I think they've got a loose and liberal relationship with copyright law, and just look at Hex, right? All right, so we can pick up now. Who do you like more, Nyx or Razak? Actually, you know what we can do? Who has better skill ups? Ooh, I love Nyx, man. Yeah, let's go for Nyx.
Yeah, I noticed. I felt like Razak has been much stronger for me than Nyx, but I noticed you said you like Nyx more, so I'm interested to see.
You know what it is? People always ask me why I like Nyx so much. First off, she's got amazing awakenings, so you'll never be upset. I mean, Razak has good awakenings too, but you'll never be upset with Nyx dupes. It just gets like better and better. An extra 5 seconds on the ult, increases rage by 50 every kill. Basic attack has a 50-50 chance to do double AoE. She's just awesome, right? So I love her for that. And then I think this is probably the first time I'm articulating it so clearly, but like with Razak, like his ult is like a burst move, right? It's just like one big boom of damage. What's really nice with Nyx is it's like a long uptime, 25 seconds, 30 seconds at A1. Or I guess it's 30 seconds once you max skill this, 35 seconds at A1, where she's just spamming, you know? So I find her very like, you don't have to worry as much about the timing. She's like very plug and play. And
I do like her a lot too. I want to be clear. I don't dislike her at all, but Razak has felt so strong for me. That ult is nutty.
The ult's crazy. Like the big boom is crazy. And I don't know if you've ever saw Razak's A5. He is a common drop, but if you get her A5, it's a 1 in 2 chance that he just
that's right.
He just doubles.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It might take a year or two, but getting him A5, because especially in a game where you're not penalized for failing, you know, just run it and run it and run it until Razak pops off for 2K every ult, you know. So with Nyx and Razak, just because they're legendary and also AoE, marksmen have much higher base attack. You're going to see 4K attack compared to like 2,800 for Brienne or 2,900 for Idril, whatever it is. So we can just lean into the attack. We don't have to worry too much about crit. Should be enough for us to clear this up. I mean, just see what pieces we can't snag. We'll search for crit where we can get it. This one's okay. I don't really know if I want to level that for you. We can also search for attack speed. You want to make sure her and Razak are getting attacks up. That's going to help them boost their rage and get their ults going. This one's okay. I think probably, this one's all right. Let's bring this one to 8. So this is what I was saying. If these roll purple, then I'll bring it to 16 because we have the set we want. Obviously it didn't. But
why did that have a thumbs up on it? Like it was a good piece.
It has flat attack. It has attack speed. I think they're looking for synergy. I guess the biggest thing is this is a DPS piece, and it has attack bonus as the main stat. So I think that the thumbs ups are pretty freaking stupid.
Oh, really?
The thumbs up and they don't really line up that well.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't seem to consider substats very, very much. But we'll take this piece because it's a rough roll. So this is what I'm saying. Like the first 2 rolls really tend to like foretell the future. So this is a lucky 3 purple roll, and it like baited me. But basically, we went sub 2 bar on the first 2. It's going to be pretty unlikely to get a big roll on the next 2, especially the last one. Just from my experience, it's not so tinfoil hatty though, because I've seen it a million times. You know. Let's see, what do we have here? This one's all right. Anything? Let's search for crit again. We need. I want to get at least 50% crit. This piece is juiced up. My God, really nice. Actually, we might be able to go curse set on her now. So this is like on an account like yours, I would say always stats over sets. But when you happen to luck into the stats you're looking for on a good set, then you can make the concession, you know?
Okay.
So like here, like curse sets for basically enemies in range, and it goes up. If you have 5 enemies or more, you'll get 30% increased damage. And Nyx, when she's clearing one side, will always have basically 5 enemies, right?
Okay.
So now it's worth saying, hey, do we go gold piece, or can we find one more curse piece? Because that would be kind of cracked on her. So here's a crit damage. I mean, honestly, we'll take it. As long as it doesn't roll terrible. Otherwise, we'll take the gold one. Let's see. So this is something, you know, this is an okay first roll and not terrible. I'll at least bring it 12, but, you know, it's not too likely. And there you go. So we'll probably just max this.
So bad in this game.
It really hurts. So if I was
There's
being more
different.
It's a different kind of roll.
Say, there's something so different about in raid. It's just a low number, but you get to see just how bad the roll is compared to what it could have been.
Oh yeah, the raid in raid, it's like you could have gotten 4% or 8%. Here, it's like you could have gotten 3% or 30%. You know, it's like it hits different.
Yeah, that too.
These pieces both suck so much. I think we'll probably take the first one. I don't even know. We'll take it though, because the full set. Why not? And the crit's looking okay. I think we'll probably. So now on the left side, I do always go for sets because it's much easier to find 2 pieces. You know.
I've noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you know, whatever. You know, 2 things to worry about as opposed to 3. Far less permutations or whatever it comes down to. So this piece is pretty juicy. And then attack speed's really low. So actually top priority right now. You basically always want attack bonus because, like I said, attack's like king in this game. So we need that. But oof, not the best. We will 12 it and just hope for the best. Give me like 2 bars. All right, they gave me what I said. And this I will max just because this is just because we're trying to clear this. You know, it's not the best piece in the world, but you've got the gold. And, you know, it's a big difference going from 632 to 960. That could be like the bump in attack you need to go from like not much damage to big boy damage. So you can see we broke 50% crit, and then she's got way more attack than the other girls, right? Because she's just got so much higher base attack, even though we did end up going crit damage over here. So pretty good. Also, you can see why when I do takeovers and like people are like, it's going to take an hour. And I'm like, yeah, dude, gearing takes so long. And now you can see why. If you want to because for the way I do it, the reason I like strip everyone clean and I build the roster clean is like, I want the actual runs to be as smooth and short as possible, you know? So you got to really min-max the gearing. Good news is we only have Razak left, and then the girls on the bottom row will be way easier. This build looks okay already. Attack looks good, but yeah, so this is a problem, right? So the attack speed, when you put attack speed on a hero, there's like X amount of attack speed needed, and it keeps continuing to lower it 1.1 seconds, you know, so lower it one more attack interval, if that makes sense. And it's diminishing marginal returns. But the immediate payoff for a little bit of attack speed means like it might only cost 10 attack speed to bring him from 3.5 to 3.4, right? And then it might cost 15 to go from 3.4 to 3.3. And then it might cost 20. And later on, it's going to cost like 80 or 90 or even like 110 when you get super high. But that initial boost of getting them, so think of 100 additional or 120 additional, is enormous, right?
Okay.
There's a pretty huge difference because you're just getting that. That's really different than raid, right? It's because it's not turn based, it's just like frequency based.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all, actually. So I'm glad you explained that.
So yeah,
I thought it was just a number that dictated how fast they attacked, and as it went up,
it's not linear. It's like logarithmic.
Okay.
So it's giving less and less and less and less. I'll share it with you. Maybe you can share it with your community if you want. But I have a list of all because every different hero, every different group of heroes based on their base attack interval has a different thresholds, you know?
Okay.
So Razak at 3.5 seconds will have different numbers he has to hit to go down 0.1 second at a time than Arrogance at 2.4 seconds, you know?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. It's a strange thing.
Really interesting.
Yeah. It's a cool sheet. So yeah, definitely, especially with these AoE guys, right? Because they're getting also, you might not know this too. The way rage regeneration works is you have a rage regen auto. Now we're just doing like a side of math lessons. You have your rage regen auto, right? So for Razak, this means he'll get 4 rage every second. That's what rage regen auto means. He automatically per second generates this amount, right? And that's his base rate. Rage regen percent is every time he attacks or is attacked, he has some innate number that's hidden and we don't know, but usually it's about like 12 to 15, but they don't disclose that. Then you will get a bonus percentage based on what you build on him, right? If that makes sense. Otherwise, you'll just get that number. So every time he attacks, if it's 12, he'll get another 12. So attack speed's really, really good for building rage, a lot of times over rage regen percentage.
Okay.
Because, you know, if he gets 3 attacks out and it's 36, or if let's say 12 was the thing, as opposed to 2 and it's only 24 in the same amount of time, you got 50% more rage regen. That's much stronger than if you had 50.
And more damage output.
Yeah. And really, especially for someone like Rozak, right, with the big burst ultimate, you want that ultimate happening as much as possible. So you want that really attack speed is just attack and attack speed, especially for a lot of earlier content, are just king in this game.
Okay.
So let's go in here, and yeah, he definitely is going to need some. This piece is pretty good, and it's got a flat attack on it. I like it. Let's see what we got on these guys. I guess we can start crit hunting. You know what we can actually do? He's got such high base attack for the content. I'm assuming you must have. Yeah, let's take. I forgot you this piece too. This is one of the other start. This piece is cracked, man. Oh my god. I hate crit rate bangles, but when you got substats like this, oh my god. So now we don't even have to worry about crit for the rest of the time, right? That's what I love when you do go crit rate bangle. This piece is pretty good. This piece has really high potential. This piece is really good too. So this is the piece we'll use unless this piece rolls juicy. So let's bring it to 8. Bro, your rolls.
I'm telling you, dude. I have a couple lucky ones in there, but
I mean, this is it. I had a stream, if anyone wants to go back, and I called the stream Gear Cleanse. This is not a guide, because it was literally just me like ranting about how bad it was like 2 hours. And I was like, every roll, I went on a streak of like 600 pieces without getting like one solid piece. And like that's how
wow.
Them's the break sometimes, especially when you get deeper and you have to be really strict with what you keep, you know. This piece is juicy though, so we'll definitely, hopefully we get 2 bars. All right, whatever, it is what it is. Them's the breaks. All right, now what do we got over here? This piece is pretty good. Yeah, let's just take this piece. It should be pretty cheap. And look, we almost got an unintentional Guardian set as well. Kind of funny. Guardian set's super OP in this game. Let's go here. Actually, you know what? Because we have all the crit rate, we can go. Oh, lovely. We'll take that every day of the week. And then let's go like this, and let's see if you got any kind of annihilating might. All right, so we're gonna have to level these. Hopefully we hit on one of them, but you never know. So a piece like this I actually hate, right? Because the main thing we're looking for is attack bonus, and it's hidden at the bottom. Mm-hmm. It's such a big investment just to find out. So I'll always hunt for something like this first, right? So like so much cheaper. I had a lot of
calamity pieces recently, and crit rate was the bottom stat on all of them. And I was like, are you kidding me, dude?
So like, that's where, oh, this is great. This piece is good. So this is a good backup if we don't find anything better, but that's a good time to use my rule of thumb. So if those first 2 rolls are not good, don't go looking for that last crit rate roll, because it's very unlikely. For me, I just sell. Like, I don't even want to tempt fate, you know, I just sell it, and it is what it is. So like here, let's see if those both rolls were purple or close to it, then I would do it. But you know, there's no world where we're going to bring that, you know, and try to find out. This is better, at least because the attack bonus is the main thing we're looking for. See, this is juiced up. So a very high first roll, or pretty high, and then a very high second roll. You can test it a bit on 12 and see. There you go. So this seems to be a predestined piece. This is kind of my theory in action. And there you go, right? So they're somewhat predetermined, especially when those first 2 rolls are like 2.5 or higher. It's not guaranteed, but from my experience, it's like 90-95% of the time, you're guaranteed at least 2.5, you know, at least halfway. Okay. I think of it as like 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4. You know what I'm saying? So this piece is freaking great. Awesome. And look at that, 73.5%, really nice. Really juiced up crit damage because we went Annihilating Might for your account at least. And you can see what happened here. So we put 199 attack speed on him, and that basically, you know, it took off over a third of his attack, right? So he's going to be attacking for what it used to be every 2 attacks. Now it's going to be every 3 attacks. Okay. So pretty nice stuff, if I do say so myself. All right, so basically we did our DPS. I think I might have forgot to check what Nyx was wearing. This is a fine piece for him with his nice base attack. For Nyx, I think let's go let's take peeks at this. Let's take this piece as well, because she's not going to receive damage much at all. That'll be really nice. We could always switch those up, but I think we should be pretty good. Now, I don't know if you ever saw my Dolores guide, but Dolores is like the easiest build, especially at this level. Just boost that attack as high as it can possibly go. Do you have A1 Dolores, actually? I didn't check. Oh, A2. Lovely.
I thought I did.
You do. Yeah, you got her A2. So that means she'll get 60% inspiration. You just go for attack bonus, then go for flat attack, because you really just need that attack to the moon, you know? So we'll just, as long as we don't mess up our other girls. Yeah, awesome. This is going to be like a half decent Dolores build. And then you got to go Calamity. Later on, you can do Warlord once you start farming higher in Gear Raid 1. But you want flat attack and attack, especially flat attack is not like Raid Challenges. It's like actually quite solid in this game, you know?
Okay.
Because you can get some pretty big rolls, and especially with a hero like Dolores who has very low base attack. So if you had like a roll of like 500, that'd be like rolling 20% on a substat.
True.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
So totally different than a game like Raid, where I think the best, even if you got like a maxed out flat attack roll, it's like 8% or something is what it comes out to.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. So it's totally something you can hunt for here. So like, yeah, we'll absolutely take that. And then here you obviously can't get flat stack because attack's the main. And then we'll just take, yeah, I don't want to roll too much more. We'll just take this from tight or 8%. That's kind of tragic. All right, we are gonna roll. Let's see if there's anything. All right, let's hope. Let's cross our fingers. Come on. Oh. This is how it goes, man. At least you have some good options. Sometimes I do takers.
I can feel this one. It's gonna be a good one. Oh no,
you meant the next one. You meant the next one, right?
Edit it out. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one I was thinking of.
Edit it out. You say to yourself in the future.
No, wait, take it out. Take it away.
This is it.
Future me. Be sure and edit this out.
Oh my god,
dude, what is going on?
We're cursed, dude. I said streamer luck too many times. All right, this one has really good substats for her. Let's bring it. So this I'll bring to 4. We'll just tease it. Hey, okay, so we hit 2 bars. Now we'll bring it to 12. This is it, right? You edit the other ones out.
Give me that gold on attack bonus. Oh god.
Oh my god. I mean, this one's still probably the best we have. We're gonna have to 16 whatever we go with. So let's just go straight to 12 and hope for the best. Is this it? Oh my god, we can't even get 2.5 bars on any of this. All right, so what's our best one? Yikes, dude. We'll go for the one with the heal effect, I guess. I'm gonna have to max it. I'm sorry, dude.
No, go for it.
You'll be happy. This Dolores is going to be way stronger than whatever Dolores build you had before. So you can see we got her up over 10k. You always want to go, unless you're doing some Gear Raid 2 stuff, you always want to go what used to be called Ancestral Teachings, now called Keen Wisdom. And I would invest this to get to at least plus 19, because they'll get a 16% increase in attack, and that's post deployment. Okay. So that's not offer base attack. So that's 16% off of like the 10k plus we just built on her. So basically it's like another 1600 attack. So super important. We actually probably should. Do you have enough? I think you'll just have enough to at least get this to 10%. Let's see. Oh my god, you got tons, baby. So yeah, definitely do some AMR farming and bring this up to after 19. The only thing that happens is instead of 1 tile away, it's 2 tiles away. But Dolores is always next to someone. It doesn't matter. So just get to plus 19, like promo level 4 for sure. This is a great budget artifact for anyone that needs attack. So there's Dolores. The healers I don't really care about. Dahlin we already did. Oh, we're so close. Okay, so for Autumn, she's got one of the highest, maybe the highest Rage Regen auto in the game. So where Razak was getting 14 every second, she gets 18. And basically the only thing that matters for Autumn, ooh, we need to get a promo in her. All right, you're gonna have to cut this part because we got to farm. Okay, so we got the promo for Autumn. I think she only needs promo 1. I freaking hope so. Okay, sweet. So the reason we did that, Autumn is the most slept. I mean, a lot of people know about Autumn, but I still think in general she's the most slept on hero because she's a rare. I'm assuming you've got tons of. yeah. You got tons. So you get her ultimate is cracked, right? You trigger it. It's super low cost once you skill it out. I'll just start doing that now. But basically you'll get a crit damage boost. It starts at 30%, but once you skill her out, it's at 60% to everyone in range. Wow. And then her passive, which is like literally because they didn't have other skills, her passive is just when the ultimate happens, this also happens. So it's just an addition to her ultimate. It's going to go, it starts at 10%, but when you skill it up, which is so easy, which we're doing now, it's 30% increase in crit rate. So she gets, so everyone in range will get a 60% increase in crit damage and a 30% increase in crit rate. So that's why we're going to get away with that, some of these builds, right? So if we don't have enough damage right now on Idril, we can move our Autumn. Right now, I think I'll put her over near Brienne. We'll have to see. But we can move her over with Autumn and then, you know, take some crit off, put some more attack on or something like that, right? So she, especially earlier on in the game, she makes these builds so much easier because you don't have the crazy substat rolls. Really nice thing for her is you can use the piece you had on Dolores before. It used to be called Spirit Horn. It's called Tumultuous Horn. So a little more initial rage. But you can see now that we skilled her out, it's only 800 cost. She starts with 400, plus we'll get another 200 because of that thing. So basically she'll be close to an insta ult. So we can time that out really nicely. And yeah, she's kind of already good to go. Let's see. We might want to at least get her to 30 so she doesn't die. Hopefully you have a couple. I really like Mana Spring on her, so this is going to increase her rage regen auto by 3, so we'll go up from 18 to, where is it? Sweet, you do. Flat stats are also awesome for Autumn because she's a rare hero, so she has super flat stat mains. She's a rare hero, so she has super low base stats, and then also you're probably not going to have her at 60, so they're going to be like basement levels, you know, like 1699 HP. You know, I have mine at 5-star, which is probably what I suggest, just so you have some base stats. But I run flat stats on her, at least I used to when I had to.
Okay.
So you can go here. She's probably the only hero that I ever did that with, but I needed to. Attack speed's really good on her. So attack speed doesn't affect Dolores; it's just a quirk for Dolores. But attack speed on healers is going to affect the frequency they heal. So you don't really care about Autumn's heals; they suck, but it's going to help that rage regen again, right?
Okay.
So she'll get it up more. And then here, rage regen piece is perfect. So you can see pretty quick with that. And then now I'm just going to hunt for flat HP just so she hopefully doesn't die. It's like something like this. And then hopefully you have like one life force piece maxed out. You do. Excuse me. So that'll work perfect. And yeah, she should be good to go. I think that's our whole squad except for the healers. This is going to be the least interesting part. Healing doesn't matter too much here. But we can try to get a pretty solid build. We might as well while we're in here, right? We'll go heal effect and attack speed. We can get greedy. I don't have to 16 these probably. So he's an HB based healer, so we'll just do it like this. These pieces are fine. This one is solid enough that I will max this for you. Oh, we're getting pretty tight. Let's actually save it for later. We might not need it. This is that point in every takeover where it's like, oof, I don't know. Ideally, I want a maxed out piece like this probably because I want that high flat stat. That you get there. And then let's see. Yeah, this is good. Attack speed is ideally I'd go higher, but for what the content we're doing, this is enough. I am going to check. Do you have Vortex dupes? You do. Oh, you're saving this. Do you have Abomination yet?
I have Abomination and I have him at A1. If you think we'll get enough, like if it's worth it, you can use the dupes on him, or if you want to use the crystals on him if you think he needs it. Like he
doesn't need it. No, but did you already fuse Abomination is what I'm asking.
I haven't yet.
Oh, then we don't. No,
I just keep pulling him. So.
Okay. But you haven't pulled one of the random guys then. Like you didn't pull Harpoon or something or Damon.
I think I have them all. I just haven't.
Oh, you haven't gotten around to it
yet. Yeah.
Okay.
I keep getting distracted by other stuff.
Yeah. No worries. All right, so there's our Vorty boy. You can see HP's, honestly, it's solid for this. For like Gear 2, this wouldn't be enough, but for where we're at, this is fine. And then we basically just need some attack speed and some heal effect. This is a totally fine mid-game build. Let's see what we can't put on him. North's Glory is really good on him, so an even higher chance to keep placing even more shields, which could help a lot here. And then, okay, so do you have A1? You do, so that's huge. So every time she heals, right, she's going to restore the target's rage cap by 1%, which might not sound like much, but it could be the difference between getting an ult off in time or not. And especially in longer form battles, it's a ton of rage that she puts out, right? And that's on top of all the other juicy rage she's got from her ultimate and stuff like that. She is unbelievably good hollow. So we really want her attack speed as high as possible, not just for the rage, but every time she does that basic attack. Oh, also, by the way, attack speed only affects basic attack. It won't affect. But that's how she does her special rage boost. So just, you're increasing two things, the heals she's doing and also the incredible rage regeneration she's going to allow. So we can go here. That's fine. There we'll probably go attack speed main stat. Let's see. Can we steal anything else? All right, let's see. What do you got over here? Yeah, we'll snag this. Why not? Here we'll go for some attack speed, and ideally we're going to get attack bonus and heal effect. Oh, it's only on autumn. So we can just go for attack bonus. This one's fine. And now we'll definitely go salvation set over here. Or how are we doing on attack speed? Oh, we're juiced up. All right, so let's go on salvation set. And then also, I don't know if you know, you can't get attack speed on breastplates. Unless it's an ancient piece. Yeah, I've been wanting to make a video on that for a while. You can't get crit damage on a weapon. You can't get rage regen on a weapon or a breastplate. You can't get attack speed on a breastplate. The only exception is ancients can just have any substat for left side.
Okay.
There are no restrictions for substats on right sides, only main stat restrictions, but on the left side you have some random substat restrictions. So that's why if you ever get an ancient piece and it has attack speed on the breastplate, that's freaking awesome. Because it probably, if it's a good roll, which it probably will be because it's an ancient, it will be better than even running like a whirlwind set, you know? Because instead of getting, you're getting 2 big substat rolls instead of like a 75 bonus, or it can be, it all depends. Okay. So here we don't have to look for attack speed, so we can just look for heal effect and attack bonus. And we also don't care about this being max to 16 because we don't really need HP on her. She'll be survivable as it is. And now we can look for some attack speed ideally. And look at that, juiced up piece, great piece. This is quite a solid build. She's under built, obviously. She's only 5 stars, but it's still pretty good. I mean, we got to 7,300. I mean, I do wish it was higher, but it is what it is, but really high attack speed. We'll see if she's not getting her heals big enough. We'll have to take that attack speed amulet off of her, but she's going to be pretty darn quick with it. And you might see I ignored rage regen percentage, and that's because I'm assuming, you're 52 days in, you've been doing your faction trials. Yeah, you have a pretty solid pantheon, so we're actually already getting 19%. That's our base rate, right, for all our heroes, which for me is like for more than enough, basically, for what we're trying to accomplish. All right, should we actually do a battle? What do you think?
Yeah, I think this is going to be... I mean, now I feel like you might breeze through it. I feel like you've made some very interesting changes. This has been fascinating to watch happen and listen to, and I've learned a ridiculous amount of new things.
Okay, yeah, I play the game a lot, man. I've been way too into the game for a very, very long time. I will say one thing: the one we're gonna get it. I guarantee that right now. The one thing that's gonna decide do we get it in 3 tries or do we get it in 30 tries is gonna be the kind of damage we're putting out. Actually, it won't be 30 tries, but we're gonna have to see the kind of damage we're putting out on the boss itself. I think we'll be able to handle the rest pretty well, and then what we'll probably do is we'll bring Absin. Because I don't think I saw Arrogance and it could be a pretty fun showcase because I think people sleep on him. He's very boring. I like him. He basically just does damage, and if you compare him to like Arrogance or Zeala 2, who are like his direct comparisons, they do so much more, and their damage is better. But he still does damage, and he hits aerial units, so he's really good for this fight, and he's going to get that Piercer boost from Lunaria. So we'll pretty quickly from the first run, basically, we'll know, do we have to get out of there, take Dallin out probably. Because like I said, the cost regen's more of a luxury to make our life a little easier, to help with the timings. Anyway, should we do it?
Let's go for it.
So yeah, we'll have to see the kind of damage Idril and Brienne are doing. So let's do this. Let's do this. Cool thing with Dallin also is her rage regeneration from that thing we skilled out is from her like auto passive. So we don't have to worry about her ultimate or triggering any of that, It just clicks. Okay. So it's every 25 seconds. I'm going to do most of this on 1x just because
that's how I've been trying it, because I feel like every second was crucial, but then...
It can be.
I mean, we get to the end of the fight and the boss still has like 95% health, and I'm like, well, she's just going to run me over, so... So
really, we can do this without Lunaria, but a big boost of having Lunaria is you can see these guys are already in Idril and Brienne's range, which we can kill them way faster, so then we can focus on the boss sooner. And the fight will go on long enough if you reach it, but if you haven't killed the boss, she'll eventually just march down here and just wipe you. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I would assume. Yeah. So we're going to have to see, but Absin will make it happen. I hope we can just rock with this squad. So I'll already get Dolores down here. You can see we can put her in Idril range. I'm going to put her here because I'm actually going to try to put Razak there. And then I'm going to try to pair Brienne and Nyx over here. I think he'll still be able to do most of the reaching, or at least enough from that position.
I've tried that actually, and he can. It seems like he can. So
yeah, that's like a Lunaria perk. I think I'm going to put Autumn here. Actually, you know what? We can probably double up and do the same kind of nasty thing with Nyx. So I'm going to sit on the ult for a second because I want to make sure that Idril's ult lines up with Dolores' ult. And then another thing you can do with Idril is she has a passive where she does bonus damage when another ally anywhere on the map triggers their ult. So when you can, try to do her first and then spam the other ones. You can get a big boost of damage. Mob Bucket actually figured out a cool thing he calls the what does he call it? The Lightlock battery. Lightlock's ult is only 120 rage, so he can just keep spamming it basically. He had a fun Epics only team. I think he used that in.
Interesting.
Yeah. So this should be pretty good. I think I'll already get Hollow down over here, and I'm gonna put Hollow, making sure that Idril's in her range. Ooh, I should have put Hollow up one. That was a big mistake. Actually, let's run this back. I want to make sure Idril's in Hollow's range because Idril's going to be like the key to the comp, and I want her ult coming up as much as possible, so I want Hollow giving her the rage, you know?
Okay.
We can actually 2x the beginning part. Sorry about that.
No.
Just during the setup. So much talking, you know, so much explaining. All right, we'll do the same things. And yeah, we're going to be able to we don't have to worry as much about our sequencing and exactly when we do everyone because we're using Dallin, right? So you can see these damage numbers are quite good. It's really going to come down to the boss. I can already tell you that. All right, so we can do Hollow over here. Won't mess that up twice. And I'm going to save Autumn. And I could do Autumn right now to boost Brienne. I'm not going to do that because, again, I want to do Idril. I want to do Idril and then start hitting all the ultimates to really get the main effect. And I do want to ideally wait for the boss. So let's see. They're going to start marching. We should be pretty good with Brienne. It's going to be a little tight. We can trigger Idril if we have to. Oh my God, my mouse is sticking. There we go. All right, we got it. All right, now we can do our triggering. So trigger, and now you'll see, look at the numbers, and now trigger. Oh, they're not really showing. They're kind of off screen. And now trigger, and you'll see she'll get a boost. I should have been pulled up a bit more so you can see. Maybe I can zoom out. Well, there you go. Take my word for it. How about that? Yeah, dude, why are they displaying it like this? It's really hard because you need to be looking back at your team. All right, let's trigger her. Oh, you can see, all right, we're going to cruise through this.
Yeah, they are melting her. That is...
Yeah, it's a good build goes a long way. So we can already trigger Nyx. I might sit on her because it looks like the damage is pretty nasty. And then also, I made the mistake. I should have already picked up Dallin. I need to do that to make sure we can put down Razak. Looking pretty nice, though. You can see Nyx actually will probably take care of this. This is what I did on my first initial 318 run. I sat on Nyx's ultimate to make sure the timings lined up perfectly for the second and third group of mobs, because the first mob doesn't have as many tanky guys. All right, so let's trigger Idril again.
Okay.
Let's trigger Autumn. Let's trigger this. And look at that. Brienne's going to do a total melt job. Brienne's crazy. And you can see Razak did a bit of God's work as well. And you see Idril's ult still going. So let's trigger Razak right now. Razak, are they not in your range, dude? Why is he not triggering? I guess they're not in his range. All right, but now we can do the thing ended, but we'll do Nyx anyway, just to be sure. I think we might actually nail this on. I test technically our second try. So I can trigger Hollow. I was sitting on that. Should have done it earlier for some boosted rage regen. Now we'll trigger Razak. Skadoosh. Let's trigger you. Trigger you. I should have done Brienne after Idril. So there's like a technical mistake. So if we were running short, we'd know that was part of it. You can see we still are slightly light on the boss, but that will at this point come down to timings. Looking pretty good. The two legendaries are doing an awesome job on the side. Probably I'll go 1x for the end here because it is going to be really tight actually. I blew it a bit with the timings. So I think fortunately I didn't get it on the first try. So we'll actually get to show like a more proper run now. But you can see we've got close. We've got the bones. All right, let's run it back.
Yeah.
I'm going to focus and do it the right way. But yeah, you can see.
Such an interesting run.
It's a nice strat. And hopefully this helps a lot of people too. So we get Brienne. Solo Dolo. So yeah, like a couple better timings with Idril's ult and then who I trigger after her and when I do it. Maybe making sure I trigger the other ults when she's targeting the boss specifically. That could easily be the difference, you know?
Okay.
So just focus up here. Hopefully we get it pretty soon. All right, let's go. Let's get Nyx down. All right, we can trigger. hopefully it should work out just about right that Autumn's still going when we have Brienne's ult come, and we do. Usually some big damage from Brienne. All right, damage looking pretty good this time. Ooh, I really hope we get it this time. All right, we can pick up Dallin now. Get this down. You see I switched Razak this time because I wanted to trigger his ult a bit earlier last time, and you saw I was stuck because they were saying no one was in his range, so that's potentially a solution.
Which is weird.
I thought that was weird because it really looked like it. Maybe it was some kind of animation issue. I don't know. All right, so let's just wait for Idril. All right, now we can do a little trigger party. Probably could have timed those out slightly better. So you see now while we're focusing on the boss, now we got those triggers going. So damage looks good. I think it's slightly better. I don't know if it's good enough. We're going to have to see.
I feel like she's much lower at this point in the fight than she was last time.
I mean, we've been smoother. It's going to be super tight. This is the kind of run, I think. Not super tight. When we get it perfect, probably we'd beat her with 5 or 10% to spare, but it's not going to be the kind of run where we mow her down like we had Silas, or, we were running Arrogance or Seal2 or even Absent in the middle there. So good thing we can do with Vortex, we don't need his ult at all during this fight, so you can only use it just as an Idril boost when you think it's fit,
okay.
Because we really don't need his ult here. Let's wait. Kind of the whole thing, it all comes down to Idril. She's just such a beast. Let's wait a bit. We should get some real. I think we're gonna get it on this run here. We should get some real big boy damage. Let's wait till these guys go. All right, trigger. I always find talking to myself helps too. Let's get Razak now anyway, just for the boost. Let's trigger. And here was I saying with Vortex. So let's wait, hopefully till that one dies. So now we know she's targeting the boss. And now we trigger. But she summoned the bomb guys, unfortunately. Let's trigger Nyx now while she's still alive. It's gonna be tight again, so hopefully we get it.
What just happened where it was showing all the red squares? What did you click for that?
I just clicked the quick cast to slow it down. Oh, that's when her ult is active. She can hit anywhere on the map, so her range is everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a Idril specific thing. She's cracked. All right, they're targeting the boss. It's gonna be. We might just miss it. We're gonna have to see. Her ult isn't coming up, and we need. Oh, I think we're gonna get it. Here. It's gonna be really tight. Come on. What I can do is a solution now. Oh my god, this is gonna be tight. Oh my god, trigger. We got it. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Nice.
We did it.
Hell yeah, man. That is so interesting.
That would be how long have we filmed? 1 hour and 12 seconds. That would have been a pretty sad thing if we failed.
So, all right, maybe next time, guys.
I know people are going to ask about the damage. So yeah, it shows you, do you need good heroes to beat it? Yeah, but do you need like A5 Idril and then like cracked legendaries with amazing gear? No. So I really hope this helps some people because, yeah, people have been asking me about this for so long and I just didn't have the account to showcase it. And I think you actually brought me the perfect thing.
Awesome. Well, that unlocks our card for the legendary. So let's see what happens. Yeah, let's go for it.
You have any predictions or should we just rip this thing?
I mean, it's hard not to predict it's going to be Abomination at this point. I stay pulling Abomination. Is he even in the list?
He is in the list, and I will say so. I did that study I was telling you about before we started filming, and a lot of like the most common, less desirable legendaries were suppressed. So like Cratch had a pull rate of like 0.5% out of this pool. Absent was like, not Absent. Azor was under 0.4%. Zealous was under 0.4%. Abomination was like 5.8%.
Let's get a Lord. Let's pull me another Lord.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, I think we're gonna pull you Silas. Honestly, that would be
like dope because I just got Virna recently.
I know, I saw, and I think Silas with Virna is the best hero in the game. So,
wow,
Silas, okay, should we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my God, it's Ajax. Oh my God, you got a Lord.
Is this dude on the dragon?
Yes.
This is like my number one most wanted champ. This is my most wanted champ in the game just because he looks so awesome. There is no way you just pulled him.
Wow, that's so, dude. You know what's so funny? I've never pulled him for someone. And today I was doing that year-end appreciation video and I wanted to have B-roll behind me. So I was looking for fun cinematics to put behind me. And it's the first time I ever saw Ajax.
Wow.
And then there's the second.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, that is so fun, dude. I'm so happy for you.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited, man.
I'm not jealous at all. Oh shoot, man, I'm not filming.
Oh no. I was like, wait a minute. I don't use Streamlabs OBS, so it took me a second to process it.
Well, you saw I had to check before. Yeah, dude, that is cracked. So he's the only unnamed in the whole game. You'll see. I'll let you figure out his whole kit for yourself. But I will say he's like Ditto. So he can put him on with any lured, and he gets that. He counts as that team.
Oh,
so
wow.
Like the way we just ran a Piercer team, you could throw Ajax in and he gets extended range. If you ran a team with Aeon or Morrigan, you could throw him in and then he gets boosts on CC damage, which is awesome for him because he has slows and so on and so on.
Okay.
He's cracked, dude. He is cracked.
I cannot believe you pulled him. It's literally the one I've wanted the most.
I mean, you said, let's get a Lord. And then you got like the Super Lord because he's like the Ditto character. Congratulations, my man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Big day. Big day for the account.
For a little behind the scenes, we've been chatting and filming for over 2 hours. So this is a nice little way to cap it off. Yeah. That's crazy. Congrats. I think our work here is done, huh?
Yeah, now I think I'm just going to dump a bunch of energy into Gear Raid 3 before I start moving gear back around and
for sure.
Hopefully be better off for it. How much time you think I should spend in there before I pivot again?
I think you should put all your energy into Artifact Material Raid, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you could easily be clearing 119 by tomorrow with some better artifacts.
Okay.
It's having senior gear, it's not jaw-dropping gear, but you have the perfect heroes. And you just pulled Ajax, you have the perfect heroes for Gear Raid 1. And nothing, like the amount of crazy gear you're going to get for the left side from 119 is going to be crazy.
Okay.
I would say between that and some artifacts, just get some solid mythic artifacts, put a couple thousand energy in. I think you're cruising, man. You've got your account has like crazy good bones to it.
Okay, sweet. You do a lot of gear moving even on your own account? Is that pretty common to like move sets around?
I do. A lot of I like Ivy hates it, and I totally get why, because it's like the ultimate headache, right? But for me, I'm like a min-maxer, right? And the way you can, like, I just beat my last stage 21, and that would not be possible if like this gear only, like even with my awesome account, I think, or like my really strong heroes that not everyone has, beating Gear Raid 121 without optimizing your gear on every hero with at least my account, it's just not possible. So that's how I do it. What I do like to do is settle in and then have like a push day or a push period, which becomes less and less frequent. So at the beginning, that was every day, and then it was every other day, and then it was every 4 days. And now it's like, I'll do one big, now I've beaten I'll do it for Codex when that comes out tomorrow and then the next few weeks. But yeah, so that's what I'd suggest. Be like, you'll learn to start getting a feeling like, dang, my Ajax is like, I got a couple skill ups in him. Wow, I got some better gear going. I got a curse set I could put on my Comet, and then you can be like, maybe I'll do 120, or I'll try it, and then maybe out of 59 kills, you get 20 and you're like, all right, I'm not ready. And then you try again. And that's how I kind of do it. Okay. Because if you're constantly trying to push every second or third day, especially as you're entering the late game, I would say, just getting into it. I'd say mid game is until you beat the 18s, which we just finished for you, right? So at that point, you're kind of pushing content every other day or every third day, I feel like. So use your discretion, but I get it. It's a huge headache to move your gear around. So I know a lot of people think I'm crazy. Like even before we've just filmed a video on my channel. And before we did that, I had to be like, oh wait, my AMR is not going to run because this hero, and this hero are missing gear. And it wasn't because they had the wrong gear. It's because they were naked because I moved my gear around so much.
Right. Yeah.
I will say,
I tend to be more of a set it and forget it. But if moving gear is going to be necessary, I'll have to.
Well, you only have to do it when you push content, basically, because with the GR3-18, we just did it pretty comfortably, right? Now you have Power of Dominance unlocked. So it's going to be pretty mindless for you, right? Because now everyone's going to have a 30% stat boost across the board. So you can get away with way less optimized builds. You can move your gear back where you want. But what you will have to do is if you want to push 119 or 219 or eventually 319 and then so on, then you'll have to do something like what I did. Maybe not as painstaking if you don't want to, but that'd be my suggestion. I know some people take pictures. I just take mental notes. If you move gear, I will say one benefit to moving gear around as much as I do for as long as I have is I've memorized a lot of the pieces on my account. So I like, oh, that's that annihilating might piece with that crit damage roll and that crit rate, you know. So you start internal. I mean, you have to be a crazy grinder, but it is what it is. I mean, you've got a great account. Honestly, you really do. Like this account has all like the key things I would look at to be like, can this account push real content? Like this account can do Nightmare Void Rift, you know. You need way better gear.
I gotta still get through normal. I can't even figure out how to be normal still.
I can help you with that.
I haven't tried in a few weeks, to be fair, but
I guarantee you can cakewalk it with a half a brain re-gear as long as your heroes aren't naked with what you've got on this account right now and the number of 6 stars. You can do it. Hard might be very hard for you, but you'll get there for sure.
Okay.
No, you got it, bro.
Well, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's a big day. I appreciate the time and the effort you put into it and pulling me literally my most wanted champion in the game.
I wish you said him, dude. You said a lord. You should have said my lord.
Yeah, man. Well, we did do a video on your channel as well. We chatted a bit. It was a good time. So it's of course going to be linked below. Make sure you go check that out. You got anything you want to throw out before we get out of here?
No, dude, it's been a total pleasure. Yeah, we said going into this, we just want to just like hang out and film some good stuff. And I think we accomplished both those things. So yeah, thanks for having me here. Thanks for coming on mine. And I hope we stay in touch. Yeah,
definitely will. He's also been streaming Dark Souls lately and really enjoying it, which is mind blowing to me.
Yeah, let me redo the thing. If I'm going to plug anything, I've never played a real game in my life. Like Ocarina of Time is the closest I've ever come to Dark Souls, and I just went in for it. I've put in 30 hours in the past 6 days. So if you want to see a maniac try to beat a hard game that he has no idea what he's doing, that's the content for you.
Yeah, definitely check that out. Like I said, it'll all be linked below. Go show him some love. Appreciate you taking the time, man. We're getting out of here. Later, guys.
Peace out.